Welcome back to First Look, brought to you by the Edamame Anime Club. I'm your co-host Steve, and I'm joined by my other co-host.
Alexander, always great to be here. Today we're going to be doing an anime first look on. It's currently airing. I want to say it's almost finished, like episode 12's coming out next week.
Yeah,
We're going to be doing Reign of the Seven Spellblades.
I mean, it's already kind of like it sounds like a very interesting name. Like it's already good, like with the name.
Yeah.
So I mean, this one's currently airing. It's on top 10 on what list is it? Reddit? Is it
Yeah,
the top
it's the
list?
Reddit anime top 10 list. It consistently shows up there. One of the reasons I wanted to watch it though was because I saw the intro to the anime and I thought the intro was really good. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to watch it.
Okay, yeah, and we'll get into the intro later. But let's go crack open these beers,
Oh, okay.
so we can have a nice little buzz going while we do this. Oh, it was nice to have a nice little buzz going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Kampai.
Kampai.
So let's jump right into it. So I mean, from initial like we were deciding on which first look to do.
Yeah,
And if you don't know what first look is where we watch the first two episodes of an anime and we tell you whether you should keep watching it or drop it.
You're right.
Yeah. And this would be our third episode on this.
This will be a third first look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this was one that's currently airing, which is why we wanted to do. We want to stay, up to date with all the.
For sure.
Yeah, and so I was kind of excited to do this one, but I do have a lot of takeaway and a lot of feedback on this one.
Okay.
But let's go ahead and jump into what we like about the episode before we get into whether we think you should drop it or like it, or drop it or keep watching it. So I'm gonna jump in right now, and you were right, dude. The intro is pretty solid.
You like the intro? I like the intro too. I kind of like how like the music, like it's very like almost relaxed. Like you almost feel like you could fall asleep to it or something. Like
Yeah, and it also it shows all the characters,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
like I guess the big bad or like the small bads. Like
Yeah,
it
yeah.
shows
You could tell that there's like the clicks, like it shows like Oliver, like Chill guy,
Yeah.
and Pete and
yeah,
who
and then there's
else.
like some dueling action.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean, right from the beginning, the intro is just actually a pretty solid intro.
Yeah, I like the intro.
But what really gets me though, the first episode's the outro, the music.
Oh, okay.
It was
yeah,
actually
you did mention
yeah,
that.
it was actually really good. Yeah, so that was one of the takeaways that I got. That's like whether like it's I thought it was like a pro like because you know how we say it, the intro like really just like shapes how I
Yeah.
perceive the anime.
And I've said this before. I'm kind of one of those people who it's like my ritual. I watch the intros and I watch the outros like,
Every time.
every time.
Yeah, the episode should end at like 20 minutes, but what was it? It's going
Yeah,
on 25
yeah,
minutes to watch it. All right, so that's my first pro on that. And I'm not sure if you were going to say that. I'm assuming you were, but
Oh yeah. No, I did like the.
Yeah.
Obviously, I was telling you I picked this anime to watch because I liked the intro. Like I thought it would be a good one. I didn't mean necessarily pick it because of that, but
I mean,
you know.
I mean, it kind of was. I mean, it was good.
Yeah.
Like if I watched the intro and didn't know anything about the anime, I'd probably want to watch the anime.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. You mentioned it has some weird CGI. I kind of liked it. I mean, we've talked about this in previous episodes about CGI becoming a mainstream kind of thing in anime. Like you gotta kind of get used to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something that like we need to get we need to jump on the wagon for CGI.
Yeah.
Everyone that's already like, no, I don't want CGI. I want it to be hand drawn. You're gonna miss out on so many great anime.
For sure.
Like it's just you're gonna miss out on it. So yeah, there was some CGI in the introduction. Yeah. So that I mean I don't know if that was a pro for you like the CGI.
Not necessarily a pro. I don't know. I just like the way it was done, like the music and the animation is very good too. It's colorful. It like I said, to me it was like the way the music sounded, like very almost relaxed, and then like the action scenes are happening during the thing.
Yeah, and I did like that. Yeah. So I didn't necessarily like the music on the intro, but I did like it.
Okay.
I like the way like it played into like it wasn't like it's great like the music, but it played in really well with the like that whole intro scene. But yeah, so and I guess we could start off with kind of the beginning of this anime, how it starts.
Okay.
I did like how it just jumped right into it. I did really like that. It got right into the mix, and it starts off with that and this will be a con later on, but like the parade of like now like they're starting like a new semester, their
Yeah.
first years, and it really jumps right into like the cast. All seven of them. I'm assuming that's the seven, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it jumps right into them, and I really like all the character designs. All of them. They all have a nice. I feel like they all can all have like their own episodes because I'm curious. Like we have like I mean we can go through all of them. We have Shella, who is some kind of like pristine,
Yeah,
like
she's like a noble because she's got the hair and her last name's McFarlane and that they kind of reveal that later. But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. They have that. We have Pete, like the Brainiac, like
yeah,
just who's also, and this is really, I like this, is non-magical, right? That's what they call it, or his family was
yeah.
non-magical.
His family's not magical. Yeah,
So that was kind of cool. Then we have, of course, we have Guy who didn't really shine this episode.
he doesn't really have too much of a presence in the first two, but his personality is definitely kind of like the cool headed.
Yeah, like Mr. Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, who am I missing here? I know I'm missing the two main. I'll get those.
Oliver's the main guy.
Yeah.
He was really cool.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. He kind of shines later in the second episode, but he also shines in the first episode. Like he's like is capable of thinking on his feet. Like you can kind of tell like they're setting him up as like the badass.
Yeah, like he's the this show looks like it follows him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So we have him, and then of course we have I don't even remember her name.
Nanao.
Nanao, yeah, that's right. Nanao is kind of like seems like to be the love interest, right?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
he's like he sees her like in the it's like the first 5 episodes or first 5 minutes of the episode, and he sees her and he's like infatuated with her.
Yeah.
Like he sees her and is like kind of like starstruck. So
Yeah.
he definitely seems like that's gonna be the love interest.
Which I do like. You know, I love romance anime. I say it on every single episode. But yeah, so I'm really excited to see where that's gonna blossom. So those that's a pro for me. I mean, just all the characters and their character design. I think it is a pro for me. I do really enjoy because we've seen anime where the characters. And if you guys don't know this, we do have an episode on the reincarnate as a vending machine. Now I wander the dungeon. There was only one character that had good character design in that one. This one has actually solid character design. I really enjoy all of the characters. All of them, even Guy. Even he serves a purpose.
Yeah, what the one we're forgetting about it right now is Katie.
Katie,
Yeah,
yes,
the brown haired girl.
yeah, and she has one of the big pros for her is that she's a lover of animals.
Mm-hmm.
She loves animals, and that's where see. 'Cause I'm trying not to dive into the cons yet, but one of the cons that it's going to need to is that they're like using the troll. They're having a parade and they're using the troll kind of like as a gimmick,
Yeah,
and she just does not like that.
yeah.
So I like the idea of like her being like this is not right, and it isn't like they're really just exploiting this troll to like be part of the parade.
And they also set up there where guys like well in my homeland like the trolls go and destroy the fields and stuff like that. Like you know like they're not cool. So it kind of sets up two opposing views. So that's not bad. So one thing I want to mention here, it's called Reign of the Seven Spellblades, and there's only 6 characters we've talked about. So who like that kind of leaves up a mystery on the 7th.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see Guy there. Well, I don't see Oliver there.
No, Guy's there. Pete, Katie,
Where's
Oliver.
Oliver? Top left corner.
Yeah, that's Oliver.
We're looking at we're looking at the characters right now.
This is the light novel illustration, so it's slightly different than the anime.
I guess so. I guess we'll find out the 7th.
Yeah. So
that'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I kind of was thinking of that because I was counting my head, but math is hard. We're not mathematicians.
Math's very hard.
Math's very hard. So so there's a couple. So what else? Like, what else did you like about this? Before I get into the second episode,
I actually thought the animation was really good. It's very colorful, very bright. The magical scenes are very vibrant, like animated very well. Like
definitely, yeah.
Everything like they make them float and stuff. Like all the little small intricacies. Even whenever they're fighting the troll and they call the wind out of the sky, it's all animated very well.
Yeah.
And even not in the action scenes, the characters themselves, like it's very well colored, very vibrant. It's got a lot of I want to say like charisma. It feels like nice. I don't know.
Yeah, the animation is actually pretty solid. I do enjoy it. And I've talked about this before about how I like the fight scenes where I like them to actually show striking. Yeah, where this they actually show it, like they actually show the blades getting hit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not the whole like they strike and it's a freeze frame.
Yeah,
and then it's like them expanding away from the blade. So I really did enjoy that. Yeah, so the fight scenes are great. I mean, they're great. They're good. They're good fight scenes so far, and we haven't even got into it. So we haven't gotten into the fight scenes at all, but like in episode 1, there was like a nice like collaboration of the group, and that brought them all closer.
Yeah, I thought that fight scene. It's not really a fight scene, but it kind of shows everyone's skills and it introduces all the characters. With the problem with the troll. I also kind of liked, although it didn't expand on it in that second episode, so I don't know if they're gonna touch on it, but they made Katie run, like someone like cast the spell
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
took control of like her legs and made her run. So you know, that's kind of like a mystery, but they didn't touch on it in the second episode. So
Yeah.
you know, there might be a kind of a lingering
Yeah. Well, they
thing.
kind of did. They introduced another character, and
Um,
Andrews, Richard
I want to say his name is Richard.
Richards, Mr. Richards is his name.
Yeah.
They introduced a new character, and he's kind of like the bully character.
Yeah, Richard Andrews.
Yeah, Richard Andrews. They introduced him. He's kind of like the bully character, and they mentioned that he was by that incident. So
Yeah.
maybe he's a parent of
Well,
it.
they do show him in the first episode, but they also kind of touch on it that he stood by and didn't do anything.
Yeah, he just didn't. And oh, I don't want to get into it yet. I know I'm going to get to that, but about that whole scene.
Yeah.
So, but he is kind of like the bully, or like he's just trying to like start some trouble.
Yeah.
I figure.
Yeah.
I feel like he might be the seventh. Like they might like convince him.
Oh, like
Yeah,
he'd be the one that turns. To,
Yeah,
be on
like
their
he's gonna
side.
be
Okay,
bullying
okay.
them through the whole episode, and then at the end they're gonna like convince him like, why don't you just join us? You know, like why are you such a jerk?
Yeah,
And he kind of is a jerk.
Or something's gonna happen and he realizes he should be helping them.
Yeah. So I do think they're gonna do something with that. But one of my big pros I like about this, and so I don't like Harry Potter.
You don't like Harry Potter.
I don't like Harry Potter movies. I know.
See, the movies to me is different from the books.
Yeah, I've never read the books. Of course,
Okay.
I'm not gonna read the books. But I did not like the movie too much, and a lot of Harry Potter vibes. But I think that they did a really good job of like it's like Harry Potter, which
Yeah.
I didn't like that much. But the way they brought it in, like the animation and stuff, I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
And then that's and like a magical school, and
It's very Harry Potter like the magical school, even like the biology class, like kind of
Oh,
reminds me of the way they did it on Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I kind of like the concept of like and they kind of explained it in episode 2, why they have swords, right? Like they're like
yes.
mages with swords, and what do they call it? Like the
like when you're too close,
yeah.
like it takes time to make a spell.
Yeah.
So you need to have a dagger or a sword with
And
you.
they explain the reason why they start teaching like the sword skills is
Yeah.
because some famous mage in the past was killed by someone who couldn't use magic but killed him with a sword.
Yeah.
So now they need to know how to use swords. Like which I really liked. I thought that was a cool explanation of that.
And the one that says that is Peter, who is non-magical. His parents are non-magical.
Yes.
He knew that answer.
Oh, I didn't even
Yeah.
catch that.
So he knew that answer. He said that but he also is like a know-it-all, and that's his character development. Is that he's going to be the know-it-all.
Yeah.
Also, the roommate of Oliver, who is the main character.
Yeah, Oliver's the main character.
Yeah. So we can kind of see that.
And he's also being set up as the badass. Like he's the one who coordinates everyone and creates a spell to save the troll. And
yeah. So I mean, all this so far it's actually really good. I do think that like the introduction to the headmistress. So it's like she came out. It was like super dramatic.
Yeah.
But also, it's fan service, right?
It was fan service. Yeah.
Fan service. Like what headmistress has like double G's? Like she pops in there wearing like a shirt that like the buttons were like about to pop off.
And it's got like underboob in there. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, all right. And there are some other fan service that I like subtle fan service.
Yeah.
Like fan service that's right in your face, hit or miss, but like this one's very subtle. And they had like one scene where he walks in and he catches the I guess the love interest.
Yeah.
Nanao. Yeah, and then now like bathing in the water, and he's like, you can't bathe here. And she's like, oh, I'm not bathing here.
She says she's like purifying herself or cleansing herself of blood. Yeah.
Yeah. So that I really and my favorite character so far is Nanao.
You like her?
I like Nanao because, and I said this earlier, like she's part of war. Like she was brought up in like a war like setting, so she doesn't understand like that when they're fighting, like even though because there is a big fight scene in episode 2 between her, Nanao, and Oliver, where they have a magic that protects them from killing each other. Then the magic goes away, and now they're like legitimately almost they're almost about to fight. Spoiler alerts, they don't. But this is episode 1 and 2, so we're not gonna spoil anything. We don't know anything beyond this.
Yeah.
So they fight, and then after that, she wants to know the ending result.
Yeah.
But we know how it ends.
She's to me, she kind of has like berserker vibes, like she's got the bloodlust, when she's fighting, she wants to see it to the end.
Yeah, and it's like being like and I'll say she was like deprived, but like deprived of like like a normal, like a
Oh, for sure.
functioning friendship relationship. That's her friend, but
Yeah.
yet she wants to know how it ends, and it's gonna end with blood and death.
And they kind of allude to that because she doesn't know how to properly eat during the feast and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like she's not used to uh, having a meal.
Yeah, she doesn't. She's like and she was one of the only characters that we know of that was like recruited to be there
Yes,
by.
yes. She's got like a special pass to be
Yeah.
there.
So she was like protected by
Yeah.
like McFarlane, which is one of the other characters.
Yeah, that was a cool reveal.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I kind of like where they're going with the character interactions.
They're
here.
doing good. They're doing a good
Yeah,
job
yeah.
on it. All right. I mean, you have any other pros before I start shitting on this?
Shit.
I'm not gonna shit on it. I'm not shitting.
One of the things I was looking at is it's animated by JC Staff, which I've seen a few anime.
What's do you know which one do they animate?
I mean, I can't think off the top. The Familiar of Zero would be
Oh, okay.
one of the animes I know that I've seen by JC Staff, which is
fan service.
Yeah, it's fan service.
Okay.
So like I think I mentioned to you like whenever like the fan service does come up, it's very JC Staff like in your face kind of. Like,
Okay, yeah, you have said that to me before.
Yeah. So like, I guess like the headmistress is kind of subtle, but like the fan service where she's like bathing isn't, and that's like kind of JC Staff's.
Yeah,
like the way they like to do it.
Yeah, it definitely. I mean, I said it was subtle earlier, but like it was subtle in the terms that it wasn't supposed to be like sexualized.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't doing nothing like inappropriate. Like she just was like, "This is how I purify," and it just so happens that like he wandered upon it, right?
Yeah.
Although she does say something that is kind of sexualized. She says, "You can look if you'd like," which is
yeah. She's like not
like she's
embarrassed of her body
like,
kind of thing.
Like she's like she has scars, so maybe she's used to like being like nude, and like the scars are like known to her. So like everyone already says, she even apologizes for the scars. You saw that, right?
Yeah.
She apologized for like.
Yeah, she says like it's not pleasant to look at. I know. Or,
yeah, I'm sorry. Like that's it was kind of cool. Yeah. Did you find it? Which one's the anime?
Yeah. So like what's this one? I can't.
Is it wrong to pick?
Is it wrong to pick girls in the dungeon? That's JC Staff. Torador. I've told you that one is good. Yeah. Torador is another one I've seen.
Psycho, I see that one.
Prison Schools, JC Staff.
All right, no, I don't even hear no more. Prison Schools, I know exactly what they're getting at.
Yeah. So Zero no Tsukaima, which is the Familiar of Zero. I've seen that one. That one's kind of old.
Okay.
That one's a fan service one. Konosuba also. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a fan service anime, but there's definitely fan service in there.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, there's a bunch here.
So yeah, I mean now it makes sense. I mean you just had to say prison school. Like I understand what that means.
Yeah, well they're not shy to fan service. Yeah, I guess what I'm getting at. Yeah.
So I mean, so we could talk all day. I mean, I'm not gonna. We can. I mean, there's some stuff.
We're getting on a tangent here.
Yeah, we're going on like on the pros. Like let's get some cons.
Some cons.
Yeah. What did you not like?
One of the things I didn't like was like how they're putting emphasis on like shit that doesn't seem to matter, like the troll or whatever. Like they have like the plot point of like Katie like wanting to like take care of her. And it's like I understand that like I guess she just wants to care for them, and they're just building that character trait, but it's not really like a thing. Like I guess what I'm getting at is I didn't like that they didn't kill the troll. Like they knocked him out.
Oh yeah.
They knocked him out.
Then they talk about how her blade doesn't even have like like the cutting power.
Yeah, and then they had that scene where the troll like stomped on one of the dogs, like it kills something. Like,
oh yeah, murder. Like that was
it splats it or whatever, and then like it's like spared, and then they have that little scene where they talk about we captured the troll and we treated it was the headmistress talking about it.
We treated all that was injured, which was Katie.
Yeah. Well, I guess all that culmination up into just like knock the troll out seemed kind of like
they should have
anticlimactic.
Okay, yeah. Like because they did. It was almost like it was like 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Like they all like saw the troll. All that scene was like 7 minutes long.
And then you think about like the so like they don't kill the troll, right? But then the headmistress is telling everyone like, oh, like you're only 80% of the students even make it out. Like 1 out of 5 of you are gonna die. Like someone's gonna go insane, attack the students. Someone's gonna like get killed by their summons, like this and that. Like it's kind of downplaying. I don't know. Like they're trying to make it serious, but then they do that.
Yeah, so
I didn't
I
like
did
that.
like that she gave those numbers.
Yeah.
I liked it. So if you in the episode, the headmistress mentions that only 80% of you are going to survive,
Mm.
which I really like because like if Harry Potter, I know we talked about that. If they would have said that, I'd be like, I don't think I'm going to come to class anymore. I don't think I'm going to re-register at Hogwarts.
Yeah.
But so, and back to the troll scene, like where's the headmistress at? Where's anyone else at? Why
Yeah.
are these first years going in and like protecting protecting this like stopping this troll from being a problem?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that really as being like, if we're gonna let trolls wander through our parade, we should have like like we're a school. So I didn't like that at all. Like I was like, and also everyone watched.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, is everybody in on
Yeah.
this? Like,
Well, they didn't run away either. Yeah. They're
so
just all watching.
nobody helped. Like
Yeah.
nobody, only this group of five helped. Nobody else helped while this girl was about to die, and also they didn't help. The troll killed dogs and like, so like really like this troll was an issue. Why the hell was it in the parade?
Yeah.
So of course I didn't like that at all. I was like, this whole scene is pointless and doesn't really make that much sense to me. But also troll and Harry Potter, don't do it, Charles. Damn it! Shut the camera. Yeah.
Sure
So,
it'll be fine.
yeah. Well, he moved the table. Charles, what are you trying to do? Get out of here. So that I didn't like that scene. And there's a couple other things I didn't like with well, again, of course I don't like Harry Potter. Just throwing that out there. There is like a mystery to it. There's something like I like the mystery part, but I also don't like. I like to know who the big bads are.
Yeah.
And I've said that before. Like I want to know the big bads in the very beginning. There's no big bads.
Mm-hmm.
Like really, and again, we only seen episode 1 and 2, so if you haven't seen it, go check it out. But here's small spoilers. It looks like the big bads from episode 2 are the upperclassmen.
Yeah. It's like their fellow students are going to be their main adversaries.
Yeah, which no, like I want an actual villain.
But see, I feel like they're going to get to that in the beginning. I think how I feel about them introducing those two upperclassmen, like stopping them.
It's like hazing.
Maybe hazing. I think they're trying to set up that like not everyone's on each other's side.
Oh yeah.
Like even so the main character Oliver has like a secret guardian. Maybe she's gonna be the seventh Spellblade. I don't know. She's got that seventh guardian, and she's telling her to pick her friends carefully because Katie like saves the cocoons or whatever, and isn't willing to kill one, and she's telling Oliver like find a better ally. Like she's not good. She's not willing to kill the butterfly or whatever.
So the scene he's referring to is one on their biology class. They have they have to protect. They have to make a cocoon for these like centipedes.
Yeah, they got to feed them magical power and then make a perfect cocoon. Or if they give them too much magic,
they turn into like these dark hornets, or not hornets. What do they call them? Like these giant, not wasp.
It was like a wasp.
Yeah, they turn into these giant wasps and they attack.
And Katie lets the 10th one that she's doing turn into a wasp, and she doesn't kill it, and it like bites her hand.
Yeah,
I mean, it injures her or something.
Honestly, I want to see. I think it take off fingers. I think because I was trying to look for 3 fingers. I think it took off fingers. But so I didn't. Also, I mean, so I do like the teachers. I do like the instructors.
Oh yeah,
they're all unique and they have their own place here. But I don't like that. Like, I don't like how they like expanded on things that were really that important. Like they expanded on like the sword fighting a little bit more.
Oh yeah.
Like I wanted them to like just like that scene where Peters comes into play. They didn't need he came in and then they like, no, I'll challenge her. No, I'll challenge her. No, I'll challenge her. No, I'll challenge you. And then she's like, no. Like they really did. Like it was too long.
It was kind of contrived, and then they didn't fight at the end.
That's the whole point. Is they didn't fight at the end. Like I wanted to see how badass McFarlane is because she is a badass.
Yeah.
McFarlane is a badass. Like her and Oliver are the two like top students.
Well, and the third one being Nanao, obviously, since she like turned silver and like they commented on. I want to say the first episode. She's like she's got like I want to say it's called like innocent glow. I'm not sure what they called it. She's got like the color to her.
Yeah, they just say innocent glow.
Yeah.
Which I didn't. I mean, it's white, so is that like innocent? So that happened, and there was so much other things happening with like the whole like like being super dramatic with like the head mistress. There was just like a lot of like I kept getting this Harry Potter theme,
Yeah. Oh,
and
for
like
sure.
and
For
I
sure.
and I
Harry
didn't
Potter
like I
vibes.
don't like Harry Potter that much, like the movies, and that's what it was like. But I don't know if I have any other cons. What about you?
There was just some weird like things like the clock knocks like that.
Okay, yeah, all right, yeah, you're right.
It's just like weird things like that. I guess where you're getting at, where it's like a little too contrived. Like, where does that even make sense? Why are you even bringing that up? Like, that's not a major plot point.
Yeah, yeah, well, clock knots. Like, oh, I got late because the clock knots.
Yeah,
I got late to spell
like
class.
they mention it, and then like 2 minutes later, he's like, "Oh, I was late because of them." Like,
Yeah, clock knots are like these like small creatures that
it's like
affect your
a
clock.
ghost that.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
like move your clock
Do,
hand.
do I really need to think about that?
Yeah,
Like
like
for the story of this.
like literally, the guy was like, "I'm late to spellology."
Spellology, yeah, I
I'm
caught
late to spellology because the goddamn clock knots.
that.
Like for like really, why?
Yeah,
They don't need them.
yeah. Other cons.
I mean, are you reaching? I mean, I'm already done.
Yeah, I feel like I might be reaching.
All right, I think like it was a solid anime, but like, all right, I guess the question is like, should people watch it or drop it?
I'm gonna go with watch it. I want to watch it after this. I want to see where they're going with it. I want to see where like the Nanao and Oliver are going. Like, obviously they're gonna be badasses. I want to see what they're gonna do. Also, they're like kind of the love interests. I don't know how they're gonna play off of that. The animation's good enough. The action scenes were great. I don't see why you wouldn't watch it. Granted, I'm not gonna be like must watch. Like I don't feel like. I feel like I want to watch it. I'm going to watch it. I'll put it like that. Um, you're probably not gonna miss out of like anime of the year if you don't watch it. We'll put it like that.
I'm gonna drop it.
You're gonna drop it.
I am not gonna continue this episode, like this series. We watch anime together, but we also watch a lot of anime apart.
Yeah, we do.
Like I'm not gonna watch this one. I'm gonna drop it. The whole magic stuff does. I'm not a big fan of the magic. I'm not a big fan. The fights were great and everything. The story is great. It looks like it's great from what I see. But like the mystery didn't keep me engaged.
Okay.
The upperclassmen being like the cliffhanger for episode 2 didn't keep me engaged. I was like waiting for it to end. I'm not a big fan of magic. I've never you've heard me talk about it. Like,
Yeah.
like magic is like, and it's because I'm watching Mashuko Tensei. Like, but to me, it's not gonna be an anime I'm gonna keep up with. Even though I love the character designs, I'm gonna say unless you are a big Harry Potter fan, drop it.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, and I have no. It's good. Like I'm not gonna lie, it's actually solid.
Yeah. Granted, nothing.
But I know
extraordinary.
I know and it's hard for me to pull away from an anime because I have that like urgency where like if I watch an anime, I gotta finish the whole series.
Yeah.
But I don't get that with this one.
Okay.
I don't feel the need to finish it. I'm good with where it ended for the episode 2. I'm not gonna continue. So yeah, this is the first one that we're like divided. Yeah, and that's how, and we're honest. Like we're honest about it. Like you probably are gonna watch it.
Yeah.
And you're probably gonna watch it and let me know how it's. You should episode 8. You gotta, and then I'm gonna watch it later. But truth be told, if he doesn't say nothing, I'm probably not gonna watch it.
Yeah. It doesn't spark that interest in you.
It does not.
Okay.
I guess if you're a magic lover, like watch it.
And so you say if you love Harry Potter, watch it, and I'm saying recommend it. I've read all the Harry Potter books. Like I've read all the books multiple times. I've seen all the movies. Like I'm a Harry Potter fan. Yeah, that might be an accurate description of whether you should or shouldn't watch this if you like Harry Potter or not. Granted, this is only the first 2 episodes, but
yeah, we're always gonna take this with like a spoonful of salt because we're never gonna like watch the full series on the first look. We just watch, but I mean, there's some we are. If it's really good, like Zom 100, we're like currently
we're almost done with that one.
Yeah, we're watching that one,
and we have a first look on that one.
Yeah, we have a first look on that one. We're gonna do a whole review on that one because we're almost done with it. I don't know how long it is, but we're still watching that. But like, so the first look is only 2 episodes.
Yeah,
so I'm sure,
we decided first 2,
and we even talked about this like episode 2. We talked about vending machine, reincarnated vending machine. That's been cracking the top 10.
Yeah, I saw that, and I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand it at all.
Even though people are hyping it up, I have zero interest.
Yes,
no, I'm not gonna watch.
I'm not gonna watch it either. So we said that's not. So I'm saying don't watch. He's saying do watch. Let us know in the comments what you think we should do, and if we get enough like buzz, I will finish it. I will. If there's enough people saying like, "Oh, you gotta watch episode 11," they hold hands. I'm gonna watch it. Yeah. But so this is our first look on what's the full name?
Reign of the Seven Spellblades.
Our first look on Reign of the Seven Spellblades. Let us know what you think. Alexander's saying watch it. I'm saying not. Let us know who's right, who's wrong. And that's all I have for this episode. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
All right. Well, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.
Later.